Bada bing. All right. Say hi to YouTube. This will be on YouTube later. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down to the Ghost of the 13-month series doesn't get you, and you can stay notified. And let's talk about this latest chapter of TOG discussion portion. How are y'all feeling about the chapter? You liked it? You're not. You didn't like it. You're somewhere in the middle. What was your general sentiments before we get into the nitty gritty? No, I have lost this week. Duma could be best, but Jinsung is better in techniques. That's fair. Dumas is too close to dumbass. Dumas. That's how I feel about Ashnot. I just call him Asnot in Bleach. Like his name says Asnot, bro. Hello YouTube, bahaha. Y'all still 12 weeks late. Mid ass chapter. Good Karaka moment. That was not a good Karaka moment, Ran. That's not a good moment. He came, and got hurt. Mid Sun and Dorsey. Sun and Dorsey was the best panel easily. Karaka bait was funny as F though. Oh, it was an okay 6 or 7. It was okay. Chapter was decent, good. Chapter was alright. I'm kind of with you guys. 6. I'm around a 6.5 to a 7. Yeah, I do think based on like if power scaling makes sense, I do think Hajin Sung should be able to beat Dumas in a fair 101, but it should be difficult. I guess is what I'm saying. He looked a lot more competent versus Owl and Holland when Traumare first kind of scooped them up. Whereas I don't know, it's hard to say with this series because this series is easier for me to look what happened in hindsight and in retrospect and be like, this is why this character won. Because in some ways, I wonder how he lost so badly to Caliban. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I don't know, but it depends on how you see it. But yeah, I could see Dubas giving him a good thing. Goodbye Karaka standards, Naya. Oh my god, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm pretending it never happened. I respect Karaka's hustle above his pay grade. Okay, he nearly got it. I wish that was enough for me. Dumas is on the same level of Johnson, Caliban, and White. Well, you would expect somebody who's the third strongest in the family to be incredibly powerful. You being able to stand up to maybe a squadron commander or something of the sort, or slayers or whatnot. I don't think that's a crazy thought. Like, you think Hodgson would just completely wash like Kirin or Lobodon or something? I don't know. But I could see Dumas having the heart gimmick and maybe being a little more stronger from a power output. As someone said this earlier, I think as the technician, Hodgson probably has more and better techniques and possibly actually Dumas could be really old. So they could be similar in terms of experience. I don't know. You think Dumas is stronger than Caliban? Okay. He didn't lose badly to Caliban. Caliban himself said it was close. But Caliban also capped a lot that arc. Like that was the part where Caliban was very inconsistent and weird. Everybody pops up and they're like, "Did you really kill my master?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's dead." Okay, but like not really. Maybe he could be. I like teleported out of there when he froze us all and did El Robina. I'm not sure. Like he was very unserious. Where I felt like his character mold and his demeanor became more concrete after the fact. I feel like I initially SC didn't really know what type of character you wanted him to be, but you know, Hunter Bench Caliban's my guy. That's my guy. Number 3 might be near Lobodon. Yeah. If Jinsung and Dumas are equal, then Bam should wipe the floor with Dumas. I think Bam is stronger than Dumas. If that's the confusion here, I don't think Bam is weaker than him. I think Bam is stronger than Hod. The story's gonna pretend that he's not, but I think he's stronger than all of them niggas there. All of them, every single one, at full power. If he merges all his powers together, ignites both thorns and everything, I don't think anyone on that floor can beat him in a fair 1-on-1. So you're gonna show Yama Crack how real Slayer's like? Facts. Do you think Jinsung came back too soon? Or feels right? I don't know what to think. I guess no reason he shouldn't be moving. It was kind of I didn't see it coming. Based on what we saw with the Invisible Girl and like what was going on, it did seem like we were setting him up for a later reintroduction. But maybe what he learned there was about the book, and that's why he's here immediately. And he came through Karaka's World of Darkness. So did he run to Karaka earlier, or contact him, and Karaka put him there to bring him here? Like, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Equal would be fair. Jinsung is no slouch either. Yep. Do you think Jinsung is 100% or is he still injured? Not that it makes any difference. Same as Tired Yama. I don't see any reason why he should be injured. I think he should be fine, but I wouldn't put it past SA to put some weird caveat on him if he wanted to make it seem like Hajisung is stronger, but to even it out, he's tired. But why would he be tired? Like with his fight against like Dumas, not Dumas, Holland and P Diddy, Per Diddy. I don't know. I don't know. SA probably wanted the fight to seem closer than what it ended up being on screen. I feel it. My agenda is winning for sure. Hajisung is correctly hyped, but we have to think his best feat is destroying his branch of his fam. Branch leaders come in different power levels. We can't assume because he beat his branch that he can beat the third strongest in his own family. Karaka Uber of Darkness. Uber of damn it, yo, he's lift premium or whatever the next stage of lift is. Isn't there like a premium lift? I don't know. Slayers need to win. SLU, Ahajin Song need to save them. Caliban changed his music playlist between season 2 and 3 and it's just a phase. He went from classical music to what? Heavy metal, gangster rap, rhythm and blues. What did he switch to? Country, Richmond, north of Richmond. What did he change it to? Branch family means nothing to me. Looking at Lopapia branches, those are bumps. I kind of agree. They don't move me to that. They don't move me like that. They're not weak or not. I'm not saying they're like ass, but they're not like the pinnacle in my opinion. But Caliban is part of the Jahad army. I think people in the Jahad army are another level. I think if Dumas was stronger, then he would be a part of the Jahad army. But what if I don't think what you're saying is crazy. Like I get your thought process, but I think you're just eliminating so many other variables. Like what if it's not only based on strength, right? And people have their own personal motivations. Caliban saw like a vision of Jahad and was like, oh, he's the god of the tower. Everyone should unite under him. He's a Jahad zealot, fanatic. Dumas might not see him that way. He's in the Pobadao family. Gustang does not look at Jahad with all this, you're the king, Osama. He doesn't look at him that way. So people in his family might not have a reference to Jahad. And based on what happened with the princess and getting sealed, that family could be mostly locked off from joining the army. Maybe like, yo, we don't join the army in this family, right? I could be a part of the Ha family, and for some reason want to join the army. My dad was in the army, now I want to join the military. That's why I became a commander or something. Or I agree with Jahad's way of ruling or whatnot. Like there's so many things I feel like you completely eliminated before you you just want to like join the army. So I do think it's possible Dumas can beat someone like Caliban, 100%. Same thing with like Keating. The moment in the beginning with Yama yelling at Dumas to stop was supposed to be emotions of Yama getting angry because of what happened to Yas, but the only thing I was thinking was, oh brother, can we get this shit over with? Esther, you fumble so bad with Yama and Yas. I just hope Yas Ratcha is dead. If he's dead, I'll take it. Uber transport a new special position in the tower. Drill music. Nah, he's listening to Ice Cream So Good. Gang gang. Hobadao is against Jahad. Why would Dumas be in the army? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I just wanted to stay with Trom. Unironic Uber teleport should be an extra position. Only that bum ass Liborg was in that fraudulent army. Yeah, and Liborg to me is not that cold, but maybe his mind and experience, because again, if I look you guys right now as Tower of God fans and tell you, how do you become a squadron commander? Do you have a definitive answer? No. You only have an idea, headcanon, or a couple of prognostications based on the little we know. You don't know what the criteria to becoming a squadron commander is. Is there a test? Is it a recommendation? Is it strength oriented? Is it strength and mental faculties and cerebral horsepower? Do you just have to climb their ranks normally? Oh, Naya did really well in the Battle of the Beastkins, and for this reason we award him the Medal of this. And now he goes to Vice. How does that work? Why do you get sent to different squads? Is the fifth squadron commander have a different role than the fourth squadron commander? We have none of those answers. We don't know that for a fact. Just keep that in mind. That's so crazy that I've not noticed that. LOL, there's no Pobadon members in the Zahar families. So damn obvious. There could be maybe from beforehand or something, but I haven't seen any yet. Personally, I just think Jahad would only want the strongest squad commanders. Do you know if Jahad is the one that screens them? Because didn't they say that the reason that Caliban didn't get fired and stuff, or maybe because because of his relationship with Adori. From what we know, Adori runs the army, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm misremembering that, but I think Adori runs it. Again, I don't think your thought process is wrong. I just think you're leaving out way too many intersecting variables to say something like that so definitively. That's my only point. Live work was pretty good. Is there nepotism? That's another one too, right? Oh, your dad was the greatest spear bearer I have ever seen back in the great ancient wars. Like, I don't know. You are selected for the color of your skin, Naya. Quotas in the army. Ah, no, not diversity, inclusion, and whatever the hell DEI in the army. Liboric, who is mixed. Sadly, the Slayers have been a little disappointing to me lately. I'm super excited Karaka popped back up, but I wish he didn't almost get bodied in the first panel he's in the first few chapters. He's so cool, and I want more from him. Yeah, he literally got a spear through his heart and dropped the book the moment he appeared here. And I'm supposed to be like, yay, Karaka, he's so cool. He did a great thing. Nigga, you died. If you didn't have your armor hack and your heart wasn't in the world of darkness, you would have been cooked. Frame one. Spear throw, dead. God damn it. I hate it here. You gotta glaze Jahad more than the other candidates to become a squadron commander. That's crazy. I thought Adori had the final word yet. I think it is Adori. What family is Adori from? We don't know yet. It just says Adori Jahad. Zahard. Put the tinfoil hats on. Icarus was the ruler of the tower before Jahad came, and she being erased from history. We could talk. You know what? Let me actually go through again, like the events of the chapter, and see if anything we need to like definitively talk on before I just cry about Karaka for 2 hours. So it looks like the Kraken or trauma race monsters can say very like simple things. And yes, so we talked about the page here is different. That's from Anata's scroll in that room, and it says the story of Icarus. What do you guys think the significance of that is? If you have any ideas, let's start with Icarus first. What do you think the importance of Icarus is, and do you think this at all ties to Rachel, the Hidden Floor, and possibly Arlene, or that's too much of a stretch? What do we think? What do we think, Gangarino? You think SIU is going to use Icarus' story literally, like the family heads flew too close to the sun, on top of the tower, the hostile administrator struck them down, and they locked down the floors? I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking the story, the concept of flying too close to the sun could happen, but I like that. Maybe as a regulars, thinking the rules didn't apply to them, they got too big for their britches and whatnot, and they got humbled badly. And now they can only stay on the 134th floor and under. I kind of like that, all things considered. I like that they could have been killed Yama, but only did it because he was friends with Bam. It seemed more like Pobedao Gustang didn't want to do anything that would cause Bam to not want to go all the way through with the prior engagement or promise they had to meet at the stage day and blah blah the game. So knowing they're both FUG, Slayer and Slayer candidate, they just deduced probably not a good idea to do that. Which kind of made sense, but you know, you know. The introduction of the elders ruined the stocks of Slayers so much. Before Slayers were becoming FUG, now we have a whole other group that's above them. Yeah, like I know the idea is that it's like the thing that I will say. I think I should make this its own video just so I have these thoughts articulated in a one like 10-minute piece. So maybe I'll do it, but I'll say it here. Say it here though. My problem with the Slayers isn't necessarily that I don't believe they're strong enough to take on the Empire yet. That's actually not my issue. But it looks like a lot of them were resting on their laurels. Like they weren't doing anything or training, just chilling. For all I knew, originally Yamo's in the red light district. He's just there with his fucking dogs. You know what I'm saying? Karaka was kind of making moves. White was trying to regain his power. I'll kind of exclude them. But it's like, why aren't they training? Why aren't they getting sent on important missions to gain more power, influence, and whatever notoriety? Right? Why are they just sitting on their ass? They were like making moves and all training. Oh, they're asleep. What are they strong enough to fight the family head? Why they sleep? You know what I'm saying? Like, squadron commanders to me look way more impressive. That's kind of my issue. And I think the Slayers they just look awful in my opinion. They don't look unserious. And like Lizard said, when with Sophia introduction and Kelhelm, I'm like Kelhelm seems to be stronger than these guys. Now, obviously, you could say it's Helm and Sophia may have already reached the pinnacle of their ability. They plateaued. They can't get any stronger. So, but Yama's potential is here. He could go above that, but it's just not a good look, especially of how they were originally portrayed. And again, as far as I'm concerned, the strongest Slayer or FUG member we've seen is Bam. It's Bam, who flew too close to the sun. What if Rachel was Icarus way back but got burned and that's how she fell into the cave? That's interesting. But is Icarus an irregular then? Is the question. Or was Icarus an in-tower habitant? But I like that. That's your thinking. Thinking caps are on. Could refer to the great to the family heads. Yeah. N. The Icarus being based on Arlene's theory makes sense. To be frank, especially since it stated Rachel was obsessed with her body. Slayers are incompetent Jedi Order. They are the yeah. I think Jahad tried to clone himself and use them to build himself a better body so he can defeat whatever is beyond floor 134. Can I sincerely ask you why you think that and where that thought process, like what in the story, from a panel standpoint, from the text that you see and or the blog post gave you that idea? Just humor me. Jahad is the son and Arlene was Icarus flaunting all around him, but never gave it up. Jahad was like, burn her? That's crazy. Plus, Jahad army has princesses, one of the pillars of the Jahad Empire. Don't think Slayers are overcoming that. It's possible. So does that image confirm that Icarus is a girl or just a placeholder image? I thought Icarus was going to have something to do with Wagnang or Karaka, maybe somehow their mom. It was said that Jahad couldn't have a child with any woman because of his overwhelming power. That is true. That's why we created the system of giving the princesses of Zahard power through the process of the power of blood, which isn't literally using Zahard's blood to inject into them. It's some process Gustan came up with. I don't think Rachel is Icarus, but she wants to be, which can parallel with the story. Icarus go to the top no matter what means, despite wanting for everyone's to be burned. Her wanting to see the stars, stars literally being like the sun. Various. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I kind of like that. That makes sense to me because the sun is a star. Oh, we're thinking over here. We doing the work for the boy. But yeah, that was how this chapter started. Trauma is lazy ass want to do nothing. So Bam starts washing people. The Hugo's not done for, but I guess her bat gave out. Lobadan hasn't shown any major concern or major in-depth thought process as of yet about his daughter's code being used and her possibly being in the area. So we'll see how that comes full circle. Shoot. Icarus sounds like some woman too close to the sun, which N could be if Gustin comes back. You think N is Icarus? I feel like Icarus would be something from the era and the age of the 13 Great Warriors. I think N is probably pretty old, all things considered, but I don't think she's like as ancient as they are. I think it's a little earlier than that, personally. Icarus, the mysterious 14th member of the climb. Icarus was the sun. The sun is a star. The star was the four letters. One was hard. Although we reach Loki, and I know we go too far. And the sun burns. The sun has fire. It gives life to the earth. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. So Bam's coming. He's showing off. He's beating everyone's ass. It's getting bigger. He's showing the orb power. Can I complain about Rack? I want to complain, but I want to make something clear. I like Rack. I really want to like him more. But I genuinely comes across to me that SIU disrespects this character. Rack has a lot of lines and speeches, like the bro talks, like the cheer up talks, like did you lose your banana? That are all great character moments. I like that for him. I'm really not necessarily arguing about his personality and his role in the group as leader Rack. However, Rack was always portrayed and presented to us, especially initially, as a hunter, to the point that he had high levels of Shinsu resistance from being in different areas of Shinsu. He likes to fight. He likes to hunt. He's a spear user. And we never get to see this nigga fight. What the hell is this thematic role supposed to be then? I'm so confused. It comes across to me that currently SIU does not know how to utilize Rack. I am tired of him being made the butt of every joke, getting kicked out, and oh, it's cold. Oh, I can't hold the spear properly. Just, I think it's disrespectful. I do, and it's not. I'm not even a Rack stan. It just doesn't. This just doesn't seem right to me. I don't know if anyone else gets that impression, but it doesn't seem right to me. So yeah, it's my own headcanon. I think Jahad is so indulgent in his own ego that not being number one scares him. I think Icarus is either a clone of Jahad that was designed to be a sacrifice for Jahad or become more powerful Jahad. Icarus is the son or whatever behind 134. I mean, all right, there you go. Or Trauma had a question on Arlene and wrote down about her, maybe. Rack is actually cool when he's not being disrespected. As you've been doing him horrible for years. Yeah, Rack is getting nonstop treated whack since he became small. Here's my little reasoning for Rack not controlling his spear. Maybe it's reacting to the ancient inside of Yama, but this might not be accurate because the spear didn't react during Calhelm. Head Headcon could be crafty. It's the instinct. Rack has been domesticated. Generally, feel like SLU kept the Rack in the for the younger fans for the show, and now doesn't know what to do with him. I don't know. Rack could have been removed season 3 and nothing would change. The Turtle Gang is starting to become boring. He got the butt of an agent. He gets treated like a cheapy loser. He could be at least cool, a cool feisty mascot, or just big up, bro, in biggin. I feel like SCU has told Rack to sit around until it's time for the ancient plot point, so he's just a bench warmer and walking around the bleachers. This is why I ask the question sometimes. Like, I don't think Rack was ever meant to die, so I'm not using Rack as this example. But sometimes I'm like, I think sometimes it's better to kill a character off instead of kind of dangling their like lifeless body with necromancy through the story when they're not doing anything. I'd rather them just be written out or die. So, do you think Rachel's avatar looks like Icarus in the last chapter? It's kind of sorry. It's kind of hard to say because this is wasn't it kind of it's kind of in black and white. The hair style to me does look like the avatar she used, and possibly the body type, but that's it. The wings and the dress are not similar, so I don't know. I'd have to see it maybe in color too because it's kind of black and white. Yeah, Rock should just be Bam's Pokemon at this point. Kirby him like Leviathan. Rock should have been Yawas if he was MIA and made a comeback when irrelevant. Yeah, that's why Team Sweet and Sour is so memorable. SI doing a Rack dirty, and now he's gonna overcompensate and do shit like having Rack be able to kill a higher ranker, legit going from one to another, which I'm not a fan of myself. But yeah, Guerrero, even a Guerrero's looking at him frustrated. Anywho, Katan's what's his name? His name is Katan, right? Katan's moment was kind of hilarious because he's like what he's saying outwardly and what he thinks is internally like complete opposites. He's like, we can't rashly. He's like, yes, this timing is perfect. He's like, I know it's frustrating, but don't do it. But I love it. What incredible timing! Don't touch them. If you do it, I'll kill you. I said, what's good with this guy? What's up with him? He got the yops, the sticks, the blicks. He just want to shoot, huh? He just trying to shoot. That is crazy. Um, I don't know what's being said, but I just tuned in. But I see you talking about Rack being useless or something. I don't know if it's much Rack's fault. SLU super powering up Bam and the rest of Bam's crew to now being useless except for Kun because he's a strategist. I don't know, man. I just didn't see this happening to Rack. It's just the best I can tell. I can do for you. I don't know. Was funny, cat. That was hilarious. Yeah, I like that. I like that guy. He be shooting. He got guns. I got guns. I need SIU to have a Rectom flashback because there's no way he should know that Kidin is trying to capture him. Maybe he'll implement a flashback later when Laura's like, "Watch out for the Kidin army; they're after you." Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. They did get some power up from White though, couldn't Rack, but I guess Rack's still in rank level or couldn't or what. Thought they would be. It's also weird to see Androssi sitting there with Bam versus a regular bunch of rankers. She should get crushed by pressure or some shit. Nah, I don't know. I wish I had a good answer. I'm just here reading the story just like y'all. I don't got an answer. I have no idea. I think they're all at ranker level, at least low ranker level, possibly, but just Rack is unserious. What if Icarus is the imaginary friend of the 13 OG climbers? Imaginary friend. It's it's Trauma Ray's made up girlfriend. Maybe Arlene cosplayed as Icarus and invented her. I don't know. Pressure, Shinsu density. This shit don't exist, my man. I don't. I don't recall there being an instance in the series where somebody was like, "They're Shinsu pressure," right? Like, at most, if you can't handle the Shinsu density, it crushes you. But I don't remember anyone ever flexing it, or even anyone being like, "Oh, they're Shinsu." I don't know. Be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't remember. Held for racism. How? Stupid Autobot. Somebody clear that. A mod clear that from auto mod. I mean couldn't rack sure, but with that white power. But why would Androssi be? Oh, and the rest be they're just regulars? No. Well, Androssi's body, I think, is ranker level naturally at this point, if I remember correctly. What was it? What was the statement about them having the bodies of a rankers? Maybe her Shinsu ability and stuff isn't up to it, but she is a princess of Jahad, so I remember them being physically kind of capable. But I don't know. I'm not necessarily saying this out of like it makes sense. I just think SU just decided to do it. The same way Toriyama decided to just kind of power up some characters to the Tournament of Power or Toritaro, but Toriyama wrote the outlines again. But anyways, but like you get what I'm saying? Like sometimes they just do shit. Like Crocodile's back. Crocodile's gonna be way stronger than the last time you saw him. Does it make sense? That's up for you to decide. But you're just gonna be a lot stronger. It's just kind of how it is. That's how it is sometimes. I think Eastern storytelling definitely falls into this a lot more, like China, Korea, Japan. Like stories like this I find fall into this trap a lot more than maybe Western storytelling, though superhero stuff have their issues too, so I feel it. Um do you think trauma memories are Arlene, or do you think those memories are in Leviathan? I don't think trauma remembers her for some reason, because I feel like if if the data of Jahad's power could come through, look at him and go like that's like Arlene's kid. I know those eyes. I killed you already. To me, other people should be able to notice that immediately. So I'm not entirely sure, but that's an interesting question. I feel like the best way to fix this whole. Wait, sorry, hold on. I feel like the best way to fix this whole small rack thing is actually just made it where he gets to get permission to change size by the administrator, and if he doesn't, whatever size he's in, he's stuck in. Oh, that could work, I guess. Wait. You're missing my point. She's a regular sitting there, rankers. I think she's supposed to be crushed by pressure or some shit. I'm just talking about the disparity. Oh, I think she's too cocky for that. If if she's weaker than everybody around here, I'd argue that her princess status and demeanor and stuff is not gonna allow her to feel inferior. I don't know. Croco Boy got the prison strength. Yeah. I do find it interesting you can have your power of a ranker, but not have a ranker title. Well, ultimately to become a see, this makes sense though, actually, to some degree, because for that, what you're supposed to do is climb the ranks. Like it's not how strong you are. I'm pretty sure if you're not that powerful and you reach the 131st floor, you're gonna become a ranker. I don't think that's necessarily power related. So you could be as strong as a ranker by floor 80, but you didn't complete the task. The mission is get to this floor. So I think that's how it works. It is fine. Why does Automod keep doing that? Did it post? It is fine if characters take some time skip to and come stronger, but Bam did and got to this level, but he's the MC with some absurd powers. I don't see the rest in that much time becoming around ranker level. That's why I thought SU gave white power to Kunarax to be rank level at least. So did I. Maybe I was just wrong. I don't know. They haven't really done anything yet. He hasn't thrown the mad chakra or anything. Isn't the mad chakra he has, or whatever he has now, the new one? He hasn't thrown it, and Okuna's just doing strategy things. So I don't know. Maybe he'll throw it and they'll go crazy and kill our anchor, right? I kind of wish SIU would just take his time. Like if you released one longer chapter per month instead of every week with all this, and it was all fire. Like right after the hiatus, I would take that all day over weekly releases. that are just okay. Okay, what if Arlene, while having dead Bam, went around as Icarus, bad mouthing Jahad? I don't know. I guess it's possible. Also, what's the guarantee these people get the book and they're able to read it? None of them seem bright to me. Plus, Gustang's book, I'm guaranteed is it's in a high level in coding language. It's like an anagram. What's that shit called? Not an anagram. I know that is. That's what I'm thinking of. Where you have to like, there's like symbols, but you have to like figure out which symbol is correlated with what letter. You have to like solve it. Like, yeah, I feel like it'd be like a puzzle. Like it just sounds like open the book. The memories that I discarded was when I stole Arlene from Jahad and I clapped her cheeks in the back room and then sent him the video. Like, it's not gonna say that. No, Morse code is the beeping. The beep 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 beep. That's something else. I think Tron would have known that Bam was Arlene's and V's child, but never mentioned it once. Yeah, I agree. Bam did beat a ranker, but it's in the publisher or something like that. No. I think that one. There was one that was well known to him at the tower because he took like a ranker's test. Actually, I don't remember if it was well known at the tower, but there was one he did beat a rank. He did challenge a ranker straight up. I still don't get how we are thinking Androssi and the rest are ranker level, but maybe I'm crazy. You're not. You're not. You're. I think what you're. Well, again, I believe that after getting White's power, Racken and Aguero would be ranker level, and I still think there's levels to ranker level. As a matter of fact, I've seen a lot of ranker fodder, so I think there's levels to this, right? And Dorsey, that makes complete sense. What I'm saying is he's just going to make her strong enough to hang with them. He's not going to think it through. He's not going to like be like, for in the 2 years she was in the rice pot train. No, just gonna be strong enough to just they do this in stories all the time. This is not even a new. I'm not even bashing SI specifically. I see this in webtoons, manga, and anime literally all the time, or in video games. Like all of a sudden I'm strong enough to beat you. Why? Okay. We have subplots, Emily and Icarus, and it's called a cipher. Okay, cipher. There you go. Uh, Pokemon cipher. Yeah. There's a higher ranker fodder at this point secretly. Your man Nisio Ishin is making a whole manga on cipher. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. I haven't followed him. I haven't followed what he's been doing in a while though. I hope we get a Laura flashback with Trump saying let's breed child. That would be topping on the monster cake. that what remind me of, because I've been watching a lot of old stand up with some of my friends and one of my friends. There's a Dave Chappelle skit talking about like how AIDS and HIV came to be, blah blah, and they're talking about like somebody the monkey, and he's like, I don't think you do both. I'm gonna get some monkey pussy on Monday, and I'm gonna call Charlene on Wednesday. It's like that is a conscious decision. Like if you like animals, you're going for the animal. You don't get to go animal. Okay, today I want some human. Then I want some spider. I want a dragonfly. Like if you like animals, you're all the way in. Trauma a freak. Um, True enough, they do make the girls lesser than the guys in power just enough. Cough cough. Virgil's son. So there you go. All right, let's see what else was in the chapter. Keep scrolling. So yeah, Bong Bong, Chan. Moron did nothing again. She was useless. They all dodged her attack. The Keaton army was nice, but Bam helped her. She marked all them boys. Then she said, I'm Goku. Bitch, I feel like Goku. Instant transmission. Special beam cannon. Then Bam and them teleported. Then we switched to the Yasaracha moment where he yells at Dumas and Guy as a Hishmo to stop. And then they go through the barrier, but the Karaka stops it, and they're like, "Oh, Karaka's gonna do something." When he gets a fucking spirit through his chest, but right behind it in the world of darkness comes Hajin's song. I need the book. I'm gonna take it. He hits him with the palm attack, hits him back, but then he catches it, gets cut, and then Dumas is like, I thought I pierced your heart. Is your heart on that black ball? You're also keeping your heart somewhere else. What is this Davy Jones gimmick they all have? Keeping their heart somewhere else, right? David Jones. David Jones. Where's Cha? No idea. Cha waiting in the silence to pop out a bullshit moment to do something. Primal punch times two. Maybe him and Lobadan trade primal punches. It's possible. It's possible. Love that dude except when he is dick riding Bam. I'm cool on him now. He's fine. What do you think motivates Gustang? Why do you care about Anne but none of your other children? Because she's cold. She's like that. He's like, that is the best child I produce with the blood of two irregulars. The rest of you are inferior. He on his Endeavor gimmick. Endeavor said, "Oh, you burgers. You have the ice and fire. You are the one, Shoto. You are the one." You know? That's what it is. They also still call him regular. He dick riding Bam because he's CBL. There you go. When isn't he dick riding Bam? When he's not around. Talking about kids, what separates Zahar's blood from the other family heads, bro? I don't get why inserting Zahar's blood makes princesses. Is it literally just a procedure of being the kid's blood? But the princesses of Jahad don't actually have Jahad's blood though. It's some process that hasn't been fully explained yet. So I don't know. I don't know why his blood is, but it's possible that he is just the strongest out of the irregulars. It's possible that he is actually stronger than them. So that's why. Or maybe becoming the king or something and getting some of those contracts, maybe that boosted things. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't have the answers though, but I do know that they don't actually have Jahad's blood. Love how Karaka is defensive guy. Yeah, I don't know. Gustan cares about Anne because she was made from a relationship with another irregular. His other kids were made with bugs. Also, I still think he cares about Eurasia deep down somewhere. It might be BS from him or other families too because he doesn't want to get married. Yeah, it could just be. It could all be a ruse or a cap. And maybe they gave somebody his blood once and they became too powerful, or maybe they went insane. So they have to come up with a different process. I don't know. Doan needs to die. Her character is a wild contradiction. She doesn't. I don't know why she's here. Because why couldn't Zahar just have a kid with one of the other family heads? Because they don't want his dusty ass. And from what we know, only two of them are women, right? It's just Eurasia and Eurasia Blossom and no, Ha Yurin, three, and Hannah Eon. So there's three. So they also outnumbered. Sorry, three of them. I don't know if Tupuri is a girl. I don't think so, but I don't know that for a fact. Tupuri could be a woman. We have no idea. Because he was longing for Arlene. That's true. Also, one of them did dawn over him. At the end of the day, the princess's system is also in place to make a perfect bride for Jahad. It's probably true. Gustang's other kids were made when he was trying to overcome the pain of Eras's loss and Anne by drowning in. Yeah, he did have his rampage arc. I'm telling you, we are sleeping on the Trauma Reigns the hard partnership. Trauma ain't losing this war. Gustang will fold if Zahard mentions anything about Eurasia. I don't believe that. That I don't believe. I think that's too easy. Do I believe that in some ways we're being led into a false insecurity to believe that Gustang has this war in the bag immediately? Yes. I do think the tides will turn and even out. I don't think that's the reason because Traumaray already called out like that's why you got dumped. And he's like, why'd you gotta go there? He didn't go, oh, Eurasia! He didn't do all that. He just he just he just was like, wow, you really went there, nigga. Damn. So I don't foresee that. I don't think he's that mentally weak. I think his mental resilience is way stronger than that. And that'd be an easy point to get him on. Traum ain't doing nothing against man. That's true. If Gustang loses, it's not because of trauma, it's because of Hajin Sung stuck his nose in his ish. True. Think Gustang might be helped by Eurasia when he's back into a corner? And this my stupid ex come through. Need me to help you again, huh? And he's just, I don't know. It's possible. So yeah. But yeah, man. Then yeah. So we'll see what the. So you think Bam is gonna come and get the book here? That's how the conflict will end. He comes through with the 1-2. You know what I'm saying? You, you, you said you said you meant N. Still no, because I believe he's doing this to save her. So if that's his motivation, he's gonna do what he can to get her out of there. I don't think they'll be able to use it against him unless they're like some, haha. If you get your memories back, she'll never come back. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, why not trauma? I got you. I saw what you did there. I hate all the family has. The only family has that seem to like each other are Trom and Jahad. I like Gustang. Gustang is what I like the most. I like Kuna Dawan just because he'd be slinging meat. And if Hayura is anything like Yuri, I'll like Hayurin. If she just a Yuri original Yuri like 1.0. I am very interested in Blood Matter. He's the family head I'm the most interested in seeing. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll like him, but I want to see Blood Matter. And setting up Bam to get the memories of all the family heads. Yeah. Oh, so you'll have Trauma Ray's memories because of Leviathan. Then you'll have Gustang's. Oh snap! He collecting MacGuffins, MacGuffin memories. Shit, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. What is this man showing me? Oh snap! He got Spider Gwen. He got Kaiju number 8, Spider Punk, Spider Man, Invincible Compendium. Look at my boy reading gas. Greatness. You love to see it. Um, wait, the Memory Gym badge collector? Yeah, Horcruxes collection. There you go. Don't know, man. Don't know. Ariehan, Father of the Year, the GOAT, the greatest. I'm excited to see Blood Matter. Watch the only family head without immortal to be black. Shake my hand. I don't think I feel like he's gonna be like, I don't even know. He has to be big. I want to see Ariehan and cut every cell in white. That'd be hilarious. He could post all the family heads' dirty secrets on the web, so no one in the tower would read it. Just post Emily. Hey yo, go ahead and drop that tweet. Gustang cucked Zahard when they was 26, when they were on the 35th floor. I don't like Gustan because he feels so flip floppy. Why does he want to destroy the whole empire? It just seems like he's written his own death warrant. I mean, I think that's fair. But out of every family head that I've seen in full, if I throw Jahad in there too, Fit and Great Warriors, he's the one that I like the most. The personality. They would read that bitch but can't recognize Urek. Make no sense to me. What was your guys' favorite panel of the chapter, if you have one? Favorite chapter? I see. I want to say Karaka, but I know what happens after. But when Karaka came through, I popped. I admit it. You saw it. I can't hide it. The footage is there. I popped. Oh yeah, Sun and Dorsey. I forgot. You're right. Sun and Dorsey. That is the best panel. I lied. That's the best one. That's the best panel. The chapter. You guys tell me what your favorite panel was, and I guess my favorite piece of dialogue would also be her saying, "For some reason, I feel like it'll work better if I do this pose." So I guess she just wins. Bong Bong wins for me. I'm gonna give the chapter like a 7 out of 10, like a soft 7. I don't know what that means, but a soft 7. I was saying a hard 8. Like is that like an 8.6? I don't know what that is. So yeah, it's a boring chapter for you. I think he wants vengeance. I feel it. Gustang is the one who went against propaganda. He is the sane one here. And yes, he'll make everyone against you. Sun and Dorsey. The Tiara on the lane is my fave. Instant transfer to the top 1. Karaka panel was clean. Hawk coming from behind. Okay. Every panel with my nigga Dumas. Dumas. Least favorite image needs to be removed. This Karaka hunchover. Yeah. It's crazy that Bong is a relevant item. You think the blood Tamara will move anybody later? I'm done with the Mad Dogs perfectly. Does anyone else still care about the Mad Dogs? Just out of curiosity. Y'all think they finna do something? Because I don't think they finna do nothing. That's just my opinion. That's just a theory. A webtoon theory. Nope. Bong Bong is broken and probably the best item we've seen in the tower. That's not the best item we've seen, but it's very useful. And especially for like regulars and stuff and blah, but not the best. Revive. Hashtag revive, yes. No Phoenix. Will Aguero Phoenix down him? 99999 HP back. Kronos was pretty crazy. Kronos, Yuri's thing that she got from Urek and Quadrado. Like there's some crazy ones. Not mattering with the ass turning a new leaf. They got a retcon, so probably no. When I saw Caracas, something was telling me that Loose Like was pulling through. I don't think Loose Like was coming anytime soon. Mad Dogs are below Yam and automatically look at him so far. So Bagarov about to be cold. Just watch. I'm going all in on Bagarov for the win. Nah. The Mad Dogs are going to show up to play a stock market game with the crab. Boom. Tiara's Quill. Yes, ma'am. The book, too. But the Quill is, I think, is actual power spell. So, yeah, that's a good one. Let the cat die a good death. Think this is his death, man. But all right. I will leave this up until probably like Wednesday morning. I'll wake up and turn it down. So if anyone was late, tell them they can still watch it. Show it some love on YouTube when it drops on YouTube. You guys be safe. Thanks for rocking. What's poppin' Patreon? Shout out to the CBLs. That's them certified band lovers. They be loving Bam, LaBam, James, and whatnot. A bigger shout out to the Priest of Fire. They might be the real CBLs because they be loving Brillith gang. And I got to give an extra special thank you to the Fifth Zen Gods. Shout out to Big Abdel, Alan, Andrew, Childish New Jabis, Dang I, Triss, Fairs, Johnny Rogers, Lazy Dragon, Lucky Roo, Makai, Revenant, Scobe, Shadi to Your Body, Simi, Sonny Kathapali, Ticos, Tino Brown, Urek Mazzino, Zachary Cooper, Zodiac, Nemco, and Zyler Scotty. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Yo, I have food now. Yo, yesterday I ate some grass. I ate some leaves. Let's go.